Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are headed towards desperation mode, sitting at 1-3 after beating the Bucks in Tampa to open the season. We've lost to the Commanders, Eagles, and shoot, I'm forgetting the third. But it it hasn't looked horrible, like at times it has a couple seasons, but it hasn't looked like how I want it to. So I'm trying a new playbook. Matt and Dave and I sat down and looked at what we had in our scheme and our playbooks, and we're tweaking it a little bit. And if it doesn't work, there's going to be some changes. I'm going to start making some moves here that could be a little bit drastic. I could be looking to trade maybe some draft picks next year for some established players, um, because I'm ready to win, and I want to win now, and I don't want to be sitting at 1-3 on the outside looking in when the Bucks are 2-2, the Falcons are 2-2. So the Commanders were in last place last year, worst in the league, and now they're the only undefeated team. Um, right now we're kind of mid throughout, and then we've got facing the Bills, who are I would say a little bit better mid than us. Presumably we are better at stopping the run, but we'll take a look at their depth chart. Oh, you know what? Let's do first. Let's do the injury report. That's what we'll do. It's going to be tough facing the Bills when we're out. One of our best defensive players, Trevin Wallace. But the Bills will be out Keon Coleman, Ed Oliver, Joey Bosa, and or was he a rookie or is he a second year guy? Anyhow, yeah, I think he's a second year guy. But yeah, they have some like three good starters, maybe four good starters out. We do have a DB breakout and linebacker breakout scenario going on during this game. Ransom and the rookie Powers at middle linebacker have opportunity to improve their dev trait, which I don't know how much it really affects in this modded franchise mode. But abilities, I'm sure, I would think affect the game. Okay, of course you got Josh Allen with look who's backing him up, Deshaun Watson. James Cook, good running back. Keon Coleman's out, but you have two good starters here still. An X Factor tight end, Dalton Kincaid, who tight ends usually hurt us as it is. Good left tackle, good left guard. I think he was one of the. So he's a rookie. He was one of the top progress players in the offseason. So overall good to great offensive line. A good pass rush with Greg Rousseau. Seems to be close to the top of the league leaders in sacks every year. David Bailey, young edge rusher there. And looks like defensive tackle is a weakness for them with Ed Oliver out. Dorian Williams. Apparently their middle linebacker wasn't their starter because this guy looks to be pretty good. And good corners. Kenny Moore always seems to have a game against the Panthers. Man, they're deep there too. They're deep. Four deep. Good safety. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Let's look at their kicker, who has good accuracy, good kick power. So it's going to be a tough game, and we're getting close to desperation mode. I'm hoping this new playbook and scheme will help us. If not, I've got a backup plan. We did hold a couple practices, and I think this is currently the best step forward, and we'll see if it's not a step sideways or back. But we're really hoping that our rookie quarterback can start to make headway in his NFL progression and having a good year and leading us to the playoffs. Because I definitely wasn't planning on taking a step back with what I thought would have been a better quarterback for the now and the future. But we'll get her started. And we're going to go with the All Blacks. Sure, knowing my luck, even after some practice modes,
It's
practices in general,
and if it's in the game,
hopefully they don't falter here.
It's the Bills and the Panthers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We're opting for more of a vertical
since 1996.
Zone
Bank
run
of America
scheme.
Stadium in Uptown Charlotte.
We want to be able to kind of air it out, create space for our receivers and our young, very talented running back. But it just doesn't work. We might be going to more of a vertical power scheme, benching the running back or putting him on second string and more of a third down back.
That's great. But now,
might even look for some trades.
Can now say, okay, not only are we in the playoffs year in and year out, but we are a legitimate Super Bowl contender in any given season.
Greg,
that is easier said than done, but I think these two teams...
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and I'll tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
On second down, Allen. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That is incomplete, but there is a flag down.
Come on.
Big call here. It was 3rd down.
I don't think he touched him.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Allen. He'll get this to the rookie from Tennessee. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. A carry for Cook. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Are they going to go for it?
Trying to get it to Dalton
I think they will.
Kincaid there. And now it's 4th down.
Oh, okay.
The Bills bringing on the punt team. as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep.
That makes me nervous when it bounces back and hits our players.
Ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game.
Some guys might be playing for their starting roles this week.
Here's 2nd and 9.
He may be one of them. Ted McMillan might be another.
Throwing now, Manning.
I'm losing patience.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Now a timeout called by the defense. On 3rd down, it's Manning.
There you go.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 15 on that game. It's a Carolina first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's Manning.
Oh, see, that was a bad throw.
Pinballs around,
But look again, it's T-Mac struggling to get separation.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite
Get rid of it, man.
on the same page.
Oh, looks like his guy was covered.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Man, our coverage unit isn't the smartest of the
with their
bunch.
2nd possession.
I don't think any special
They'll search
teams
for
are
the
very
first
smart
points of this game
in the
as
league
they begin
anymore.
the drive on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen.
He's wide open,
man,
Ransom.
open right side. He's got
Price
him.
stock, whoever that is.
And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Now Allen on 1st down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. That one incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, it's Allen.
Get him. Oh,
He'll
come
try
on,
and get
man.
there on the ground.
Saved the 1st down there. Barely.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the 1st down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up 1st and 10. Now Manning. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Jatavion Sanders.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. It was Kayvon Wallace there to make the tackle. Now a 3rd and 2. On the play fake, here's Manning.
Nice.
He's got his
That's how you get
man
T-Mac
right
involved.
side.
Apparently just mid-crosses, just middle of the field.
But not until he's inside.
If I could design the entire
40-yard
playbook, I
line.
would.
They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Panther
I
first
tend
down.
to get a little confused when I do it.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go again here with Taylor. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
Oh, come
Going
on,
back in the
man.
backfield. He'll get the carry here.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard, thinking
They
that they're
quickly
defending
realized,
the pass.
shit, we ran
they're
right
able to
to
not
him.
only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
Nice. Let's throw
That's
the ball.
taken it.
Gets
It's
rid of it.
Xavier Leggett.
And our
And he'll
receiver's
be
getting
very
open.
close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They motion the slot man left. They'll try and run for this.
Oh,
It's Taylor. And I don't know. I think he is short. They are. They're going to mark him short. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
I would take the points.
They'll run for it.
Oh,
It's
nice
Taylor.
cut.
And he's going to
That
have
was looking a
Panthers
little
first
scary
down.
there.
And he'll get it by plenty. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal.
It'd be a good run play
The
right here.
motion man is Sanders.
As long as you don't run right to him.
They'll try to set up the screen here.
There, nice stiff arm. Two
A
of them.
second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Panthers. That his first touchdown this year. Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. The Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. From the gun, Josh Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they'll at least get that penalty yardage back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll set up a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This fielded inside the 35. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. The motion man is Sanders. Manning. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. Here's 3rd and 7. The motion man is Sanders. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
The Bills offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Allen. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Allen, gonna give it to Cook.
Come on, guys.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats.
Down,
that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And they'll mark them down just shy of the 40.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Allen to throw.
Oh.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential.
Okay, come on, guys. It's a good opportunity.
Defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the
Thank
ball
you. Thank
on
you.
your side of the field. You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
The Panthers offense ready to take over once again. We'll have a short field looking to build on the lead.
Portugal, where's...
A run with Taylor. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play.
I can't imagine the modders would have included... That must be some kind of accident.
They go play action. No chance at all. He'll go down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
On third down, they'll set up to throw.
Oh.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Carolina. And this is as good as you can possibly get. It's out of bounds.
Look at that.
And it's marked right at the 1-yard line. Well done. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Come on, guys. Let's get that safety.
On
get that safety right.
To start this drive. And that's going to be shut down quickly. He'll get this one only up to about the 2. Second down and 8.
Come on, Derek. Where you at, guy?
Allen from his own end zone. That's taken in by Shakir. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically,
right,
and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They send him right out of the slot. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
They'll go play action here with Allen. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack. So don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
runs
wide
straight ahead
fucking
with
open.
Cook. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just
This
shy
D
of a first
coordinator
down. A
isn't
pickup
doing
of
us any
9.
favors, man.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense
They've gone
nowadays,
almost
we're
80
starting to
yards
see
on this
that
drive.
flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now it's Allen. That's caught over the middle by Johnson.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Cook. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal. To throw is Allen.
Come on, man.
He's got
That's
his
it.
big tight
31,
end.
you're out.
Touchdown, Bills. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown.
You got fucking played, bro.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First, and so many of the
Motherfuckers think I'm fucking playing today.
that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the
106-yard
quarterback
drive,
that
man.
when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight
It's
end.
embarrassing.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Manning. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Throwing now, Manning. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. To the air is Manning. He runs with it. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity.
God damn it.
He makes them pay.
Well, you had him, but...
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown,
up top,
but at the very least, come away with 3. The worst-case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
There you go.
And the Panthers are going to have a
half out, man.
goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw, it's Madden.
There we go. Nice.
And he's in. Xavier Leggett.
There we go.
Touchdown, Carolina.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Extra point attempt to come here. His kick is good. And the Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way.
I can't remember who scored the first touchdown. Oh.
Slot man in motion left. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. So we have reached halftime.
That first half looked way better than the last few games.
Touchdown. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the 2nd quarter. Jaden Daniels leading the way there. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Wandale Robinson, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. The second half, straight ahead.
Oh,
Time
that's
to get
who it
back
was.
to it.
Damn.
And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
He just lost like...
And he'll be brought down
3
just
yards
beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Slot receiver headed right.
Oh, God damn it.
Intercepted.
Why do I feel like it's just Ted just never fucking does his part?
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety.
See,
hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
The Bills offense ready for their first possession.
I don't know.
Of
That's
this
just on my
half.
shit list.
They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in
Gabe
this
Powers.
It is
what the fuck you doing over there?
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
On first down.
Hey, oh, man. We got to wrap him up, bro.
To push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
I'm not sensing it.
Throwing is Allen.
There you go.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's not going to be able to get
Going
away.
backwards.
Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I hope they keep calling that shit.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started. I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in.
Come on. Damn it, Arch. You need to fucking not throw interceptions.
Here's first and 10.
I don't want you to end up like Michael Penix.
He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now Manning. A throw there. Caught by Leggett. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Taylor. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Nice. This one complete right side. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. At the 16-yard line. Give up the middle to Taylor. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Manning. He's got his tight end. That's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Carolina Panthers. First down and goal to go. They'll run here with Taylor. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Brings up 2nd and goal. Manning. This one caught at the 4. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Back to throw is Madden.
Nice.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Panthers. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
Yeah, so far I'm liking this offense better. Knocking on wood.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A run out of the gun with Cook. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
One of these days, he's going to knock the ball loose.
Once again, it's Cook. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the gun, here's Allen. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Shanked it.
The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one.
I say we
They'll
go
come
deep.
up here 1st
Play action deep.
and 10. They go play action with Manning. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Nice.
Throw on the run is complete.
Poker wants his job
And he's
back.
down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. He'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The motion man is Sanders. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
A little more
Well
air
read
under it,
that
man.
time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring
It's a
up a 4th
54-yarder.
down.
Shit, he's going
The
to miss.
Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This
This is
one
his
from
longest.
54 yards out.
His career.
His kick is good.
Okay.
And the Panthers have run out to a 24-7 lead.
You want that contract, huh?
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it
Well,
soon.
I've got the cap space.
See
I
if
may
it
need to
starts with
resign.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen.
Get him, Powers. There we go.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Powers kid,
They'll
turn
get
out to be a
maybe
good middle
3 out of
linebacker.
that one, and it's going to
Or
set up
inside
3rd down.
linebacker. Pairing him with Wallace, man, that's what I was looking for. I just don't know if he's gonna be it.
From the gun, Josh Allen. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
And tough running there. He's up to the 32.
All that
Christian
front,
Benford
man, we can't give
brings him down.
1 yard.
Here's Taylor.
There we go.
Taylor up 1st down and more. And he'll be brought down just
That's what I
shy
was
of
trying to do with
midfield.
this vertical zone run. Give him some
It's
space.
too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
So, 3 quarters now in the books.
Looking a lot better.
Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Dave, you're the QB whisperer, man. You're supposed to be. You need to get the chosen one ready to lead the league
On
year after
2nd
year.
down, here's a run with Taylor. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. On 3rd down, it's Manning.
Ooh, nice.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Come on, just no interceptions. No
Going
interceptions.
back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, put the nail in the coffin.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
What the fuck you taking
So
at,
on
bro?
2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground,
right
Mike,
now. You're
but
about to
now on
find it.
3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Oh, shit.
That's hauled in at the 2.
I say go for it.
We see teams
for it.
more
Play
and
action.
more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Panthers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bills' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession.
Ransom to do something here for
Things
that dev trade.
not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. That one knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. And that's what you call a waste.
Okay, let's see here. Let's do Richie at free safety, get him back in there to get some reps. And let's do Hicks at strong safety and free this guy up maybe to make some plays for that dev trade upgrade. Yeah, I like it.
Decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
That's looking more like an NFL quarterback.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next
possession.
possession.
That one INT.
And this defense might be about ready to wait for white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Taylor. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Our offensive line needs to get some push.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. A run with Taylor.
Nice.
And he'll be hauled down at about the
100-yard gain, baby.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Not much. Second and long coming up.
All right, let's get Cam some fucking reps.
Now a give on the ground. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. Third down. 3 to go. On third down, here's a run by Taylor. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
Coker's getting feisty down there.
Handoff here, up the middle.
Nice.
And he's in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Damn, bro. This offense
He had the
is so much
touchdown
better.
catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. The Panthers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Kind of makes me wonder if
The
I was
kickoff
playing
team
with
is
the
out on the
scheme
field,
and playbook the
and
entire
we're back
time.
to it as the kick's away.
What would Chuba? Would he have been better?
This one is fielded in the
Bryce
end
has been
zone,
better.
but he will not bring it up. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the
I don't
30-yard
think
line.
so.
The Bills offense ready for this next possession.
Ship has sailed.
They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
All right, Ransom. I need you to get that depth trait, man.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Allen to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Oh, I know how to do it. Okay, I know how to do it. Trying to get Ransom some more snaps.
Automatic
Man.
first down.
There we go. That way, I think he's on the field no matter what, unless they're in a 3-4. Which I don't think they will be at this stage in the game.
On play action, Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That hurt.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
on, Ransom. Get that fucking depth chart.
To throw again, it's Allen. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw again.
Okay, is that a pass breakup? What is that?
Incomplete.
I don't think it counts as a
good that
pass
time.
defense.
The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Again, it's Allen to the air. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws,
Fuck, does someone run
but to
into
put the
kicker?
ball in harm's way.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down.
I think they're trying to give Ransom their depth chart. Keep him on the field.
Here's Allen to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. J.C. Horn that time with the good coverage, and he knocks it away. One more time going up top with Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's 3rd and 2.
Come on, 22.
Throwing again, it's Allen. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. He'll try it now with Cook. And he will score. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills are able to cut into the deficit. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Past midfield.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The home team's offense. And their running back set to go once
I
more.
had to think, man. I was
And
very
he has
close to
put in
start
a
making
full
some
game's work and
big-time
then some.
trades.
Just an incredible
first-round draft
performance on the
pick,
ground
get a
to
player,
this point in the 4th quarter.
make a splash. Do something to save the season.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a 1st down.
I'll do it just the way I like it. No need for fireworks.
So it's over. It's a win for the
Just give
Panthers.
him the L.
They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners. As we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.
It was really improved. .242 passing yards. That's good. All right, total offense. 430 to their 277. Almost 200 yards rushing to their 90. 232 yards passing to their 187. Looking good. 114.4 QBR. 68% completion. Could have been better without that interception though. 131 yards rushing. Scatterbo with 54. Scatterbo had a receiving and a rushing touchdown. Let's see, McMillan with 5 catches. Okay. So JT Sanders was kind of quiet in this offense. Nick Carver with 4 and a touchdown. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at all those pancakes, man. That's our entire offensive line except for Moton, who's down here. That looks good. All right, let's see. You got Ransom with 1 pass defense. I think he needs to get 2. Damn. Yeah, I don't think he got it. But I think ours did. 3 tackles for loss. That's just, they left him alone, man. Oh, that was the play action. I think we may have found our offense. Man, he got held up just in time to give him an outlet. Alright, he likes that fucking play action. Oh, man. Alright. See how bad XL's hurt. $6 weeks. Could be worse, but damn, he was doing well for us. All right, so Wallace, this is so basically he'll be the next 5 games, and he's the next 2 games. Let's see how. Yeah, my guess is he did not get it. I can't remember. I think it was 2. Yeah, so he didn't get it. Yep, and you were a disappointment. All right, he's a star now. Man, we needed that win. And I think we did pretty well. Mock draft number 1. Apparently the Saints want Bryce Young. That would be fun to see. We won't be picking that high. Okay, 4-1 Cowboys. Okay. Bucks are 3-2. We're 2-3, tied with the Falcons. But we hold the tiebreaker over the Bucks. Uman Mielen tied for lead league in sacks. And look at Dylan Raiola doing pretty well at quarterback there. But we're looking better. We're looking a lot better. Let's quickly take a look at the Cowboys injury report now, and this one. Okay, they've got Nealon out, Prescott's out. Okay. Yeah, I think he was a rookie when I started this. So I wonder who their quarterback is, and this could be a good time for us to take advantage of a Dak Prescott-less Cowboy team. Miller Moss. Oh man, I really hope we're just gonna have to show him what Panthers D is. All right, that'll do it for this one.